I felt like the old man at the table when we were talking about it. Everybody on the content team said that probably where you'll first see this is crypto will probably make it.
Sure.
But it is one of those things, and I think this is probably the last key takeaway, is remember, you want to have a plan that's good before, that no matter what comes your way, that even if you're in the middle of chaos, it's good during, and then it's good after, and represents the intersection of, what are your goals? Mm-hmm. What are you trying to accomplish? Don't put on your blinders and stick with the plan that's going to get you there. Don't get distracted by chasing the hot dot of what is the latest, greatest trend that's making it through the news cycle.
I love, Brian, that we get to sit in this spot, that we get to see this information that comes out and hopefully help you discern and figure out, okay, is this important to me? How does this affect me? And what are the things that I should watch out for? We love that we get to be here in this place doing that.
I have a question from Manta Galaxy to kick us off. It says, I'm trying not to be foo-ish. My wife and I, in our 30s, have 5.5 months in our emergency fund. Should we start transitioning to step 5 now and maximize time in the market? Or should we reach our goal of 6 months first?
Well, there's a lot of context missing in that question.
Yeah, I would say the answer is it depends, but we can navigate through this. First, I do think it's important to note that as we design the financial order of operations, Brian, you hold the thing up. It's supposed to be a 9-step process that helps you figure out what you do with your next dollar. And the mindset we want you to have is, I complete one step before I move on to the next one. So I want to make sure that I have my deductibles covered. And then once I've done that, then I can go get my employer match. I want to get all my employer match. And once I've done that, then I can go pay off my high interest debt. And then once I paid off my high interest debt, I can go build up my emergency fund. And then once I have a fully funded emergency fund, I can then go to step 5. I can then go to my Roth and HSA. But fully funded emergency fund is a little bit subjective, because who gets to define what your emergency fund should be? You get to define that. Now, our general guidance is that it should be somewhere, for most people in the accumulation phase, between 3 months of living expenses and 6 months of living expenses. And there are a number of variables that will impact and dictate that, but you need to decide for you, okay, are we a 2-income household? If we were to lose our job, how likely would we replace it? What's our other investment accounts look like? What sort of safety nets or backstops do we have in place to define what your emergency fund should be? And you may arrive at the conclusion, hey, you know what? 5.5 months is a fully funded emergency fund. Or you may say, hey, it's not quite there.